I am the oldest girl in my family and have 4 little sisters. I've always been very protective of them. When we are outside and they are in my care, I keep my eyes glued on them. I've listened to enough scary stories and crime cases to know it only takes 1 second for someone to disappear forever. This story takes place 5 years ago in the summer of 2017. At the time, I was 12, and my sisters were 11, 7, and 4, and my littlest sister, who is currently 2, wasn't born yet, so it was just me and my 3 little sisters at the time. It was a nice hot summer day, and we decided to go on a picnic at the park. We didn't go on picnics too often, but this day was so nice we couldn't resist the opportunity. We packed up all our fancy picnic delicacies. I can't remember exactly what food we packed. I think it was probably sandwiches and fruit. We decided to bring our little dog, Lady, who is a Boston Terrier Beagle, along for our fun little summer adventure. She's not very big, about 2 feet tall and 2 feet long. I think it was actually our mom that made us bring her. She always insisted we brought a dog along with us to the park, whether it be our dog Lady, my grandparents' dog Jenna, or my auntie's dog Kira. At the time, I thought it was a bit annoying, as I'm not the biggest animal lover in the world, and felt bringing any dog along was just extra hassle. I do like animals, just in little doses, like an espresso shot of time spent with a pet, not a full cup of coffee worth of time. Now, I understand she did it to ensure our safety, but I didn't get it at the time. We started to make our way to the park. The walk from our house to the park was about 5 minutes, less if we ran. The trip wasn't too noteworthy. That was until the park came into my sight. About 10 feet away, I could see 2 people around the park area, and neither of them were kids or had any kids. One was this older man. He was tall, maybe 6 feet tall. His hair was scruffy and a mix of white and gray. His clothes were baggy. He had a little dog on a leash. I think it may have been a pug. I'm not quite sure though. The other person was a woman who had a towel or some kind of blanket sprawled out on the grass near the swing set. Her hair was brown, I think, and I believe she had sunglasses on. She was sitting in that awkward way one does when tanning. I didn't really look at her that much because my focus was stuck on the strange man. The only thing I noted about the woman was she must have driven to the park because there was a car in the gravel parking lot that's in front of the park. As we approached the park, the man never took his eyes off us. And in fact, as we walked toward a spot at the park that had a picnic table, he turned his head to continue to watch us. As we were walking past him, and he was parallel to us, he smiled this really creepy smile and said, "Nice dog," which I thought was a really weird thing to say to a kid. But to be honest, it wasn't really what he said that freaked me out. It was just how he said it with a big smile full of razor-sharp looking teeth. And I'm not joking. To this day, when I remember this, I remember the man smiling and having a big mouthful of yellow, razor-sharp teeth. And I don't know if that's what really happened, but I remember it that way. Anyway, so after seeing these 2 strangers, one creepy and one weird, like who decides to drive to a playground to tan? That's like the most unrelaxing spot to tan. With all the little kids running around? I don't really get it. I don't know. It was just weird. I told my oldest younger sister in a quick hushed tone, "We need to leave." And, they were upset with me because they really wanted to have a picnic. And I told them we could have it in our yard instead because the situation at the park just wasn't right. My parents agreed with me, and they were glad I was so careful and mindful of my surroundings. I felt bad that I may have overreacted and ruined a fun time for no reason, but now I realize after listening to so many scary stories that trusting my gut that said this didn't look like a good thing was indeed the right thing to do. I don't know if that strange man complimented our dog as a way of saying, "You're lucky the dog was with you," or "I'd try something," or if he and the woman were working together to snatch kids. I don't remember how he reacted to us leaving. Like, I didn't see if he was mad or anything. He didn't chase us home, so, he just was there. The thing that disturbs me the most, even after all these years, is just his smile and how his mouth was full of razor-sharp yellow teeth. Also, why was he just standing at the park? What was he doing there? He wasn't walking. He just stood there. Nobody was there but him and the woman, and they weren't together. Like, they weren't standing close. They were on opposite sides of, like, the first park area. So I don't really know why he was there. He wasn't walking. He was just standing there. So I don't know. And same with that woman. Why was she there? Like, why would she go there to tan? She had no kids. And, like, you'd think if you're gonna tan, you'd go to a place where you're not gonna risk getting trampled on by a bunch of little kids, or you can chill and not have to hear little laughter and screaming. You know what I mean? Like, why was she there? She drove there. She chose to go there. It's just really weird. It's still really weird. I just can't get over it. But anyway, we saw him, that guy, the old guy, I think once or twice after this when walking with our parents and our other family members. And he was always at the park. Like, sometimes he was walking around that park, the same park, and it was just him and his little dog. The woman, never saw her again. But he was just there, smiling at us. He never tried to talk to us or anything like that. It's been 5 years, and I haven't seen that man besides those few times that summer. And honestly, I hope I never see him, his dog, or his creepy smile ever again.